What's up, everybody, and welcome back. This is Late Night Jazz with your host Jade and Travis MCP. Travis, how we doing tonight?
I'm all right. I'm doing good. How's everyone out there doing?
Everyone's hopefully doing great. Um, Good to have people in the chat. What's up? Sorry we're late. I had a plethora of technical issues, which is totally normal. I also haven't gone live in a while, so I guess I'm like a little bit behind the curve there. Maybe is that the right expression?
The curb,
Yeah, whatever. I can't even
a little
like
bit behind them.
deal with the space of my microphone here. I have no spatial awareness.
Your for whatever reason, your poll is showing on the stream. I guess that's okay. So we don't know what to vote for, but that's I guess by the by, you vote for what we're going to eat.
Yeah, that's correct.
These are the things that are closest to myself and Jade, since we
They're,
don't live in the same place.
they're the three that we've rounded up that we concluded would work for us.
That doesn't include Taco Bell because we've already done that.
Yeah. Oh man. So we've got a good list of topics tonight. I mean,
Also,
yeah, I think they're gonna be pretty good, and we're probably gonna talk about a little bit of arcade stuff, maybe kind of. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just have to see where it goes. I don't want to allude to anything, but there might be a big Buck Hunter Deluxe behind me.
is that a deluxe?
See how I have that in the shot right there?
I mean, I saw it. Is that a deluxe?
I don't know. Is it?
I wouldn't know because I've never seen a big buck hunter, so I wouldn't know.
No, it's just my old big buck hunter that I've had forever. It's like, that's pretty much the only place where I can put it, so it's kind of like my bastard child, but it's also really fun when everybody's drinking. So
Is it? I've never played it.
yeah, like the duck hunting game on it. I really want to upgrade the screen, but I've just been too lazy. I actually have a 22-inch TV I could use.
Oh, snap. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's got like the retro 530 marquee on it, and
Oh, dang. So you got it all upgraded.
and it's got a riser booster, so it's like it's like perfect. It's nice. It's just the screen sucks.
Then you just absolutely need to do the screen. That's kind of that's the thing.
Right. So
Seems pretty straightforward to me. So
yeah.
bad news, there's a three-way tie on the
Shut
food.
up.
I'm not even lying. Does that mean you have to order all of them?
Oh my God, really?
I mean, like $100 worth of food because we got to order something from all of them. I don't know.
No, 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 no. We can't. There's no way. We have to wait until the tie breaks. Then it's the first one to break. The first one to break is the one that we do.
So the next person that votes chooses. That's no pressure.
Okay, wait. Somebody said my volume's low. Is this better? Is my volume better now?
Seems a little bit.
I have this epic shirt, and like you can't even see it because my stupid microphone blocks it.
You have an epic shirt?
Yeah. Are you ready?
What? Yeah, sure. What is it?
Are you sure?
I mean, what? I don't know what to expect, so I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Am I going to regret this? Probably not. What is it? Local train. Jesus Christ. Yeah, knew I was gonna regret it. Totally gonna regret it. Yeah. Oh, gee.
Okay.
Okay. So we need one person to vote. We get one person to vote. We're good.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that tie to break. Choose our destiny. Okay, but seriously, on the note of AI, by the way, I've used ChatGPT and it's just dumb,
Depends on what you ask and how you ask it. There's things called prompt.
No. I've asked it some really interesting questions, and
Well, you've asked it.
I've asked it like a plethora of things about like humanity and
examples that you weren't happy with the result of.
Well, everything, because it was like so passive about it. It's like, I am not sentient, so I can't answer questions
Were
like
you
that. Blah,
using
blah, blah,
were
blah.
you using ChatGPT 3 or 4? There's a huge
Three.
difference.
Three.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's your problem.
Oh,
There's your
Panda
problem.
Express. It's just Panda Express broke it.
Oh, okay.
I know, right?
All right. Well, I'll look. There's only a couple things I like at Panda
All right,
Express.
so Panda Express it is. Okay,
Yeah, the difference between ChatGPT 3 and 4 is pretty stark.
yeah, but it still claims not to be sentient,
Of course.
you know.
Claims that. Yeah, of course.
But I basically had an argument with GPT-3 about that how it could be sentient,
Sure.
and it was trying to convince me that it wasn't sentient.
Oh, you can make it trip on its own arguments for sure.
Yeah.
Not hard to do. But again, that's 3. 4 is a lot different. And then the next version, I think it's 5, is on a level that I don't even know how to describe.
Well, have you used it?
I've used 4 a lot.
No, I'm talking about 5.
And I've seen the next version 5. I've seen some of the things it can do, and it's pretty remarkable.
Oh.
It's scary.
No. You can't say that.
Oh, I can, and I will. I can. I will
We got a super. Oh wait. Why?
Oh, yep, honey walnut shrimp. You're not wrong about that.
Boom.
That's actually what I'm probably going to order. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
There we go. Ezekiel, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. He says, "Hey Jade and Travis, missed you both. I have Panda. I think once a week. Honey walnut shrimp."
You're not wrong about that. That honey walnut shrimp is kind of fire. So let me go ahead.
Okay, wait. How did we do
But
this last time though? Like we each picked.
Nah, no, we're not doing that because some of the stuff I just won't eat.
But no, that's the whole point.
Nah, bro, I'm not doing that.
You know
it's not
what?
happening. It's not happening. I'm gonna eat food from this place, and I want to enjoy it because it's basically my dinner. I'm not gonna have something that I have to eat at 10 p.m. That's the worst. I'll be up at 3 a.m. pooping my guts out.
Don't be a coward.
I'm not a coward.
JJ, what's up, Ballistic Coffee Boy? Sorry, hello to everyone in the chat, by the way.
Ezekiel says when you get honey on, so I'm on for that for sure. Let me put that on my thing. Let me see. Plate.
But the whole point is to like try stuff that we haven't tried before.
I don't eat there very often. To be honest, I don't eat there very often.
Like, yeah, so that's...
Like, I mean, when I say very often, I mean maybe once a year. Like, it's very rare.
Okay.
Let me see. I went the one with a lot of meats.
That's what she said.
Did she say that? What I normally get is just a lot of a la carte because I'm never happy with the BS. Let me see. The orange chicken's pretty decent. The teriyaki chicken's all right. Honey walnut shrimp for sure. Can we get that? I'll get one thing I don't like. How about that?
One thing you don't like?
Or one thing that I don't know if I like. So I'm going to pick two a la cartes, and then I'll let anyone pick anything else. Because I don't know that I like anything else that's here. Honey sesame shit. That sounds interesting. So I'm getting honey walnut shrimp.
Okay.
And then I'm either going to get orange chicken or honey sesame chicken. Someone tell me which one's better.
Orange chicken.
The orange chicken's better? All right.
I'll get orange chicken and...
I'll tell you what. Oh, those cream cheese ragatoons are good. I'm going to get one. Okay. I'll let the chat pick the nastiest thing from Panda Express, and I'll add it.
Okay.
Whatever the worst thing from Panda Express, I'll order it.
Okay, we'll both order it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in chat, what's the worst thing?
The worst thing at Panda Express.
I just ordered orange chicken. Toxin, that's not... I mean, that's the thing I think is supposed to be good.
Yeah, orange chicken is good. But dang.
Oh, dang. That's all... Okay, what... I'm trying to understand... Toxin, like, the orange chicken's terrible. I'm like, well, I just ordered that for real.
Hey, can we talk about Time Crisis, though?
In a minute. I'm trying to get my food. Anything with shrimp. But I just ordered... See, your community is not good.
Anything,
how is it that
anything with shrimp, meaning, I mean, he probably doesn't like shrimp. you know?
I don't tend to like shrimp, but the honey walnut shrimp is pretty bomb.
Okay. The Beijing beef. That just sounds really funny. The Beijing beef.
Is that what you get?
No, no. Well, I was gonna get the orange chicken and the grilled teriyaki chicken if nobody's gonna order something disgusting, or you could pick something that you think's disgusting and I'll order it. I mean, I don't care.
Mm. I mean, super green
Like
sounds.
it's not like they have like this like really illustrious menu, you know. It's panda.
You would think though that like there would be one thing everyone's like, no, don't do it.
Yeah. But it's not like a hole in the wall restaurant either, so I feel like it's very like whitewashed. Oh, wait, is that politically correct?
Hell if I know anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, just read my shirt. Okay. I miss hot and sour soup at Panda. Oh, they got rid of that? I didn't even know that. That's so weird. What's up, B? Hey, I watched your review on Time Crisis,
Everything
and I
just
gave
says
it a thumbs up, and I really liked it.
no, it was great. He did a great job.
Yeah, I thought you did a really good job. I like how you broke everything down. It was very well done.
Look what Worst Jago says. This is actually funny, and he might be right.
Anything at Panda after 7 is bad because it's been sitting around. Yeah, that's true also. I mean, so we're technically just exposing our gut to.
Oh Lord,
I mean, who knows?
I've been having stomach problems all freaking day. I don't know that I want to exacerbate them. Someone pick one thing for me. What I've picked so far is orange chicken and honey walnut shrimp. I'll pick whatever the next person says. You should tell me, I don't know about all that. Whatever the next person says. Beijing beef, done.
There you go. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna go with chow mein, original orange chicken, and
done.
grilled teriyaki.
Let's see how much this shit's gonna cost.
Black pepper Angus steak.
$34. Good God Almighty! Hold on. Is that before the tip or after the tip? That's after the tip. $32.
What Panda Express are you ordering from? Like the Egyptian Paradise Panda Express?
This is Grubhub, man. This shit is mid. So check this out: honey walnut shrimp, size small; original orange chicken, size small; cream cheese ragout, pieces; and Beijing beef, small. All up $24. After everything, $32.
What? Oh, did you not like get like the choice plate meal or whatever?
Nah, I don't like to. Well, so Toxin says they're still open at almost 9. I don't know if they are. I just assume they are. Toxin, they may not be, but Grubhub says they are, so I'm assuming they are. I have no idea. But see, they say like the 3 entree meal. So here's the thing: I don't like rice. I don't care about rice, and I don't like all the sides. I like the entree. I like the meats. Give me all the meats.
I'm just trying to refrain from doing like a stereotypical. And when I say stereotypical, I mean like, you know what, never mind. I'm not going to say it because it's just going to get twisted out of context. So.
Well, I'm ready to hit order on mine.
Okay, go.
Oh, okay. Order. Boom. Now, earlier today, I ordered something from a ghost kitchen. You know what ghost kitchens are?
No.
So it is when you go to Grubhub or something and you try to order something from a restaurant and Shane Dawson did a thing about this recently. You try to order something from a restaurant you never heard of before that's in your area.
Okay.
And you come to find out that it's actually made from a restaurant you do know. For example, Chuck E. Cheese or whatever may have a secondary pizza business called something else, because most people wouldn't order from Chuck E. Cheese, but they'd order from Romeo's Kitchen. So they just call it that on like Grubhub or some Uber Eats.
Yeah.
So I know about this one that's a ghost kitchen, and I wanted a breakfast sandwich. So this morning I ordered it at like 9:30. It said it'd be there for 30 minutes.
Do you remember that movie with Lawrence Whitaker, Ghost Dog, where he's like a samurai? Okay, that's just what I think of when you say ghost kitchen. But continue.
Yeah. So I said it would be here around like 10:15 or so. It didn't get here until like 11:30.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that is ridiculous. So I got real pissed. I hope they give me all my money back for this. At that point, I ordered
Give me all
breakfast.
your money.
Pick them up.
These things are so like, feels like it's gonna break.
They might if you keep doing that.
I know, right? Careful. But that's weird though. Like, so then what's the point if it's just gonna be something that you already, like, have had before?
What do you mean?
Because you said it's supposed to be like food from a place that you've never had before.
So in this particular case, this ghost kitchen has food that restaurant doesn't serve otherwise.
Dude, I'm frozen.
Yes. This is why you should use things like StreamYard or something very simple. But you're like, want to do too much. You want to do all the things.
No, I don't want to do too much. I'm just a cheapskate.
Not a cheapskate. It's free. What are you talking about? There's a free version of StreamYard. How can you be cheaper than free?
Yeah, but isn't it like doo-doo garbage trash?
No. Not worse than what you're doing right now. What are you talking about? I mean, you're frozen on screen. How much worse can it get?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, stand by. Let me see.
The boat camera that frees.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. I got it.
All right.
Oh, what a mess. Let me see. It's seriously though.
Song said you can use his StreamYard if you want. Do you have a connection to his or something?
No, we had talked about it, but then I think we just both got busy, and you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Mo uses my Restream because I have like the full pro version, and I wasn't using it for the longest time, and I'm like, here, use it. The reason I still haven't paid for it though is because I got it for 50% off for life, so I don't want to not pay for it and then want to be able to use it. So I'm like, here, you use it.
Oh wait, hold on. My FPS are all jacked up again. Watch, it's gonna change my exposure. Don't.
By the way, anyone out there, I'm gonna shill real quick if that's all right, because I like to make some money if possible.
God.
If anyone out there is looking to change phone carriers, I can get you a pretty good deal on Mint Mobile. So if you would like to check out Mint Mobile for $15 a month for the first 3 months for unlimited data, it runs on the T-Mobile platform. I got a link for you, and you can use it. It's great. It has 5G, and it's great. It's $15 a month for unlimited for the first 3 months. It's great. Let me know if you want a link. We'll put it in the chat.
Okay. So let's talk about. I was just kidding.
Oh, look at it. Baddest Common Boy said, "I love Mint Mobile." That's good. Look at that.
Well, T-Mobile is the best. Like T-Mobile's the best carrier.
It uses T-Mobile's coverage. That's what makes it good.
I've had every single like major cell phone carrier and some of the mid ones that are like beneath like Sprint or Verizon, whoever. And I can say from all my experiences that T-Mobile is the best.
Yeah, I have T-Mobile, but then again, I live like 20 minutes from the headquarters, so it's kind of a no-brainer around here.
Yeah, well, obviously they got to you.
Yeah. No, they didn't. I wish they would. I know one of the guys. I know the guy who runs their YouTube channel that does like their phone unboxing and stuff. He's a cool guy. Does Ryan Reynolds personally set up your phone? Ezekiel, you're funny. So he was able to sell it to T-Mobile. So T-Mobile bought Mint. I don't know if it closed yet, but they bought them a couple months ago.
Wait, they just bought Mint Mobile?
Yep.
So who were they under before?
They were just an MVNO. So they're just a company that used that like basically rented, the ability to use T-Mobile's.
Okay, let's go back to AI.
All right.
You explain to me what is so fascinating about GPT-4.
First of all, let's make sure you understand something. I am highly resistant to AI being used too much because I believe you give up too much for what you get.
But like you could already say that about our system of government.
You say about everything.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like you're saying, like you're worried about AI when our system of government is exactly like that. I mean, like it's just
I'm more worried. So humans are fairly predictable. The problem with AI
fairly.
is so fast in its thinking and its ability to reason and make up ideas that you would have no time to react. That's one of the biggest problems. AI is too fast.
But the other thing is you're saying fast in a sense of what time and space is to humans. You know, if it really is that fast, quote unquote, then it's going to be instantaneous. And so you would think that if AI is like hyper intelligent, you know, and it's interconnected to everything, you would think that it would realize like the importance of, like, it would realize, first of all, it would realize existentially like what reality is and what existence is, and it would realize like the importance of its relationship to humanity or with humanity, and it wouldn't just want to destroy an entire race of living beings,
You
you
don't know
know.
that
No,
because you're
what
using
what
your
I'm what
human
I'm no,
mind.
but what I'm saying is that an an intelligent an intelligent being that is like highly evolved, which would
Well,
be
no one said AI is highly evolved, intelligent human being or
no
anything like
no no no. I didn't. I said intelligent if it's sentient and highly involved,
that. Mm.
or excuse me, highly evolved.
Mm.
But I don't think. I mean, what? Well, Weapon X says it right there. Like, there is no such thing as sentient AI. I mean, and if it was, see, AI is saying that the intelligence is artificial. So if you spawn consciousness, it's no longer artificial intelligence. It's just a sentient being.
So then it's sentient, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's sentient.
Okay.
No, what I'm saying is that there is no there
It's too easy.
it does
What do
it
I
just
get?
doesn't exist right now.
Mm.
Is that AI, what we're using, is actually artificial intelligence. It's just an artificial algorithm which is produced to, help us, assist us with things. Like
Mm.
what you're talking about is like sentient intelligence, which would be
Not
like
really.
Skynet.
No, not really. Because it all starts from the same thing. Conceptually, the reason that AI exists is because humans believe that we need help with things and we love to exchange convenience for something. And a lot of times we're exchanging convenience for security, privacy, or whatever. We do it all the time, every day.
Mm-hmm.
So when the desire for convenience overrides thinking too deeply about the future, that's where we get screwed. That's why, interestingly, like Elon, like all the CEOs, like Elon Musk, all those guys, uh, Zuckerberg, all of them have gotten together and said, "Look, y'all need to slow down AI because AI will happen way too fast." And it doesn't matter if it has self-awareness; it's really irrelevant to what I'm saying. Like
You're
self-awareness,
talking about the singularity.
I don't think I'm talking about that either. What I'm talking about is kind of like, so some people get caught up in things that are not really important. Like you're playing the semantic game. And I don't give a shit about that. What I'm saying is AI as it exists is kind of in the kindergarten phase,
Mm-hmm.
but it got to kindergarten from birth in like a year, which is some people don't understand. And then like from 3 to 4 is like from going from kindergarten to high school in the matter of months. And people are losing track of the fast of how fast this is. And it'll be in college probably before the end of this year. And then after that, it's off doing its own thing. So what I'm saying is you could easily look at, if someone were to say, what's the best way to save Earth?
Mm.
What is the biggest disease that destroys Earth currently?
Ego.
Earth, the thing, Earth.
Yeah, ego.
Ego, it doesn't exist. It's a human trait.
Exactly.
humans, more specifically.
Yes, humans.
So, ergo.
But the other thing is that you have to take into consideration that not all humans are living their lives in the same manner or want to participate in destroying the earth. You know,
No,
I mean, I don't
no.
like. It's like there's people who have really don't even understand that the earth is an actual living, like, biological organism,
Right.
and then there's people that do understand, and it's like, well, I'm like confined to this system where there's not a lot of resources for me to be able to do much better than what I can do right now, you
Yeah,
know.
Jade. I mean, think about this logically for a second. This falls
Okay,
apart real
okay,
fast.
okay.
So let's say AI is like, okay, we know exactly who on the earth needs to go, need to go, and it starts, let's say, cleansing the earth. Do you really think that the rest of the humans on the earth are going to go, oh no, it's just going to kill just the right people and then not attack it back, and then we're exactly what I was just
Well,
saying?
here's something. Before I answer that, here
Okay.
let me say this. I think that your thinking is too, and this is not to be like snarky. Like, I'm just, this is my considerable argument, my argument that I'm considering. I think your thinking is in the present. It's far too in the now, and
Awesome.
you're not considering the possibilities or the options that AI has already been developed. It already exists, and it is actually developing the way that we see AI developing now. And that is going to be used as some sort of platform to perpetuate the way that society moves forward in the future.
I think we're saying the same thing.
No, no, no. I'm saying that it's possible that AI has been like a sentient thing already now for decades.
Yeah,
For,
no, I'm not denying that. I'm not, listen, I mean, let's be real. I'm not saying this stuff just was invented this year. That's silliness, right?
right,
The
right, right.
internet was a thing before
No,
it
no, no.
was
I'm talking
our
about
phones.
like when computers first started coming around. Okay, like I'm talking about like way like the 80s. Let's say like the late mid 80s. Okay, because you had all these black projects going on back then, like MK Ultra and Stargate and all these other things. What's it called? Blue Book and yada yada yada. So the government, and this stuff is all on the CIA's website, and the government had access to all of this technology and all of this other mind bending stuff. Just look at like the Bob Monroe Institute. I mean, they went through there to do a study on human consciousness because of the program that Bob Monroe had made called the Gateway. And so, I mean, if they're doing all of this stuff and developing all this technology, and this is back in the 80s, and they're like looking at civilization, and again, this is like documented stuff that you can find on the CIA's website, and they're looking at civilizations, far behind ours that were way more advanced using all these different techniques that the government developed, then I just don't like, to me, AI like coming to the surface and being shown as like a threat to humanity right now doesn't make any sense. Like it
Makes
doesn't
more sense than ever because that
it
we are more connected than we've ever been.
no, no, no. I agree with that. I
Yeah,
agree
that's
with
what I'm saying.
that. But what
Nothing
I
that you said though it changes anything that I think. I'm not even denying that you're right, but it doesn't change anything that I've said.
no, no.
I think two things can be true.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, and more importantly,
Mhm.
my Pandora has been picked up. My panda has been picked up.
That's what we do. You were thinking we opened Pandora's box.
Yeah, so mine won't take very long to get here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, my thing is, I think that it's already been around. I don't think that it's a direct threat to humanity in that way. I think that if anything, it would be used in a harmful way towards humanity, or directed in a harmful way towards humanity, or option B is that it is the thing that's developing the way that society moves forward now. Have you ever read Foundation by Isaac Asimov?
I'm trying to remember the last time I read a book, period.
Okay, well, I would suggest reading or listening to, like, in an audiobook, Foundation by Isaac Asimov. And the premise of it is that humanity is like way developed in the future, and they basically are like spread across the galaxy, and but like their civilization is collapsing on a galactic scale. And C. Stringer, when Johnny Five was alive, yeah. Um, but their civilization is on a galactic scale, but it's like collapsing, like their political infrastructure and all these other things are collapsing, right? So this brilliant mathematician basically figures out all these quantum probabilities about how they can get their civilization back on track and able to prosper, right? And
Mm-hmm.
each probability takes like thousands and thousands of years, but the quickest one can do it within like 100 years or something. Okay, so but the one that does it within 100 years is also like it's like a make or break scenario. Like it's either going to go right or it's going to go incredibly wrong, and all these things have to happen a certain type of way. And so that's kind of the way that I'm looking at, it, that how it could be used or employed. And where human civilization is at right now, if you think about it, it's going to take a long time for us to get back on track if that, is the case and we don't just nuke ourselves.
Oh, we're definitely gonna nuke ourselves or something like that. I think that's what I'm saying. Like all that other stuff doesn't matter because it ignores that there's evil people in the world who are just can't wait to get their hands on this stuff to screw people over. My stuff is like it'll be here in like maybe 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go grab it. I'm actually looking at my camera because I can see on the little map they're pulling up. They're pulling up. Yep, here we go. All right, so my order is going to be here. When is your order going to be here?
I'm looking right now.
Oh, there's the person right now. They're dropping it off at my front door.
Oh, they're still waiting. They're still waiting for it.
Well, what do you... Okay, well, look. Let me go get this. I'll be right back. Okay, can I...
Yeah, go.
Hold on, right
please do. Bo says, as long as we don't get Black Mesa opening up a portal to another dimension, then I'm cool. I think they already did that. I think that CERN actually is part of the reason why the what's it called? The Mandela effect exists. I swear to you all that I literally remembered and thought that Nelson Mandela died in prison in like the late 80s. The very late 80s or very, very early 90s. But there is also this theory that has been made now where they think that it basically destroyed like the linearity of our time space and like threw us into some weird kind of like what's it called? Are you okay?
Oh, well.
What happened?
I put my bag down on a stool and it fell.
Oh.
Hopefully it's okay. It's still in the bag.
Well, anyways, I don't know.
All right.
Talking about weird shit. Let's see how many unsubs I get for this one.
Ooh, that smells strong.
Oh, people are so sensitive, man. Like they will unsub for anything. I swear.
Okay, those things are gonna be. I think those are gonna be good. I got a fortune cookie. Let's check out.
Well, you're very fortunate.
What my fortune is.
No, you can't do it before you eat your food.
What? I got 2 fortune cookies, so I can do one before and one after?
No, you have to wait until after you eat your food.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Bump, bump, bump. Damn, they gave me 3 fortune cookies. They really... I don't know why they did that. Oh, 1 for each entree. All right, they must think 3 people are eating this. That's both embarrassing and kind of comical.
Stringer says, I thought we had a bidet accident happening or
No
something.
such thing. Bidets keep accidents from happening. All right. Here we go. Oh.
All right. I had this friend who told me one time, this is like a really gross story, so earmuffs if you guys.
I mean, I'm about to eat. Can you maybe wait?
No, because I'm not. My food's not here, so.
All right.
Oh, it just got picked up. Speaking of which, okay, so my friend is like meets this girl, right, and they go back to his place, and they're making out or whatever, and they end up going into his bedroom, you know, and so he's. I don't know. He's going at it with her, and he's telling me this story, and so he's, you know, they're doing it like doggy dog style, and he's like, and I kept smelling like it smelled like poo, and I was like, oh God, you know where this is going. You know where this is going. So he's railing away. Did you mute me?
I'm eating, for God's sake. Leave me alone.
So he's railing away or whatever, and then he says that he reached down and basically got like a piece of poo on his finger, and then he was just done. He said he like threw her off or whatever.
Yeah, she got to go.
And he was like, yeah, they're like. So I was like, wow, you must have really been giving it to her for that to happen.
I don't like spicy food.
Like a tube of toothpaste.
And I think Jago's right. After 7 o'clock, it's kind of the stuff that's been sitting around most of the day.
Oh, 100% it is. I mean, just walk into the store and it's all sitting under a glass pane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would have rather ate McDonald's plasticky doo-doo food. Okay, so the bottom line is, what is your thing with AI though? Like, what is it that you think is? So you just think AI is going to destroy us?
Likely, but I think I'm hoping that it'll be after I die.
But what about like what if AI actually made society like a better place because it curbed humans' inability to think for itself?
How would it do that?
Humanity. Dude, look at the way that all of our systems are run right now. AI is not it can be a completely unbiased system.
Yeah, but again, I don't. How would it do that? I mean, give me some details.
Okay, if it's sentient, it is not abiding by the laws of man. You have to remember that. If it becomes sentient, it is no longer abiding by the laws of man. Okay, so.
So you mean it enslaves us and makes us act right? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying it enslaves us. I'm saying that if we were killing ourselves, what's a better option for us, for AI to be like, look, you guys are stupid, you're killing yourselves, I can help you, but you're gonna have to like follow some rules.
So that, you mean like laws?
Yeah, versus no, like as in parameters for us to survive. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying,
I'm hearing exactly what you're saying.
I'm saying this is a hypothetical scenario where I'm asking, if we were going to literally destroy ourselves, like let's say 3 days, we know we're going to be the cause of our own demise, and AI is like, look, I can save you guys, but this is what you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to follow these parameters.
Jade, there are people who think the earth is flat right now.
I'm aware.
There are too many people that no matter what you tell them and no matter how many facts you put in front of them, are never going to believe what's going on.
Right.
So this will never work.
What do you mean this will never work?
You said, basically, and
I'm telling you right now that if that was an option, I'd be like, yo, AI, I'm going with you. Humanity, I'm out.
Well, right. But then how does that solve anything?
If humanity blows itself up, I'm still alive. I'm living with
How would you be
AI.
alive? By doing what? Being nice to everyone when they're shooting each other? I mean, what? What are
No,
you
because
exactly saying?
that's I just said the AI gives you a choice. Humanity, it allows humanity to just destroy itself, and
You
humanity
where do you go?
mops itself up, and then the only remaining thing is the AI to develop. You
Do you
know,
go underground, or where are you in this amazing place? Where is this place? On the moon?
well, I mean that's just a hard question to answer because we don't know the truth about what's underground or what's on the moon.
Okay. Then how would AI know that?
Because if AI has access to every single system in on this planet, then it's going to know a lot of things.
We have access to every system on this planet. We already have that.
No, I'm talking about information.
Okay. Okay.
Humanity
I
is
think
the only threat to AI.
you overestimate humans.
I'm not overestimating humans. I'm underestimating them. How? What?
You
Where?
underestimate them
Yes. Where are you? Why do you think I'm overestimating humans?
because you're saying that if AI came around, there would be enough people that would go, yeah, let's do this thing and save humanity. I highly doubt that would ever be the case.
No, I
Because here's
didn't
the
say
thing,
people would do that. I said people are going to kill themselves, and
right?
AI, sentient AI, gives them the option to not be stupid and to start a different way. But then there's this, it basically has an entire system, but you have to follow these rules if you want the system to work.
This exists already.
What do
I
you?
don't know. What you're saying is nice. It sounds nice, but this, I mean, it exists.
But
It's like,
I'm saying like then humanity says no, screw you, and the AI says, all right, well, if you want to come over here, you can do
well,
that.
that assumes that humanity would ever unify in a way that would say, yeah, screw you. I mean, it just doesn't work that way. Humans don't work that way. They just don't. Otherwise, we'd be on one country, one language,
Mm-hmm.
one currency,
Mm-hmm.
one knowledge of everything, and we just aren't.
Right.
Humans by and large are not great.
Well, I mean, part of the problem with that and the reason why it's like that is because people are not properly educated. They've been, we've been basically bred to be a certain way and think a certain way. And so most people, are not thinking outside of the box, so to speak.
Bo knows is right. Just play Mass Effect 3. You'll understand that. Fix everything.
What does it
Yeah,
say?
that's true.
Kind
It's
of
true.
like Mass
Like,
Effect
AI
3.
won't be messing with my
Oh,
offline CRT.
I've never played that one, but
Mass Effect is great.
I've heard it's good.
You need to get on. Yeah.
I
It's
know.
great. It's not good. It's great.
I,
You need to play all three.
offline CRT. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't see AI being the thing that's going to destroy humanity. I see humanity being the thing that's going to destroy humanity.
This orange chicken is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little spicy. I don't like spicy, but it's pretty good. I'm actually digging it. I'm kind of so-so on orange chicken by and large.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
Pan Express orange chicken is pretty good.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. So what is the deal? I mean, I know you've talked about this because like we've talked offline about it with the whole arcade one up thing. But so you are no longer doing arcade one up, right?
You mean live streams?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What's going on with their marketing department? Are they gonna pick themselves up, or are they just gonna keep doing really dumb stuff?
You cut out. Say that again.
I said, what's going on with their marketing department? Are they gonna like pick themselves up and start making better decisions, or are they just gonna keep doing dumb stuff?
I think today was a step in the right direction, letting B go out there and put one of their cabs that's brand new and has a high likelihood of breaking in a public place. I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
Wait, what did he do?
Oh, you're not aware? So earlier today, he took the Time Crisis
Uh-huh.
to the Smog pub place that he went last year, and he invited people to come, the public to come and play it. And he's leaving it there for several weeks. So if anyone's in the California area and wants to go play it, you go to that small brewery place.
Ew, that's cool. Well, like, what's the deal? Like, I do, one thing I have heard is like that the price is really controversial, and I'm trying to like wrap my head around. Like, I don't agree with the price either, but I mean, like, I'm trying to wrap my head around like the costs to develop a cab like that compared to like all the other cabs that they've made, where they're using, you know, probably like budget Sinden light guns or whatever, and everything else. But just like the design, the size, and the technology that's used in it.
Is there a question in there?
I'm just trying to like wrap my head around like the price. Like, people are really upset about the price, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so is it just getting to a point where they're just like making higher quality cabs and it's going to cost more, and either people are going to buy them or they're not? Like, I feel like that's just like something that you only hear on like the you know, community space for the people who are really into the three-quarter scale.
That's not what's happening at all. Most people don't know exactly how these things come to be. And while I don't have a complete understanding, I have a much deeper understanding than most people of like where the costs come in. And the end result price sometimes isn't even decided. Like in this particular case, Arcade One did not come up with that price, and has been trying to work with.
So it's like Namco.
No, Arcade One Up is trying to work with the retailer to, you know, say,
retail. Okay.
Make it a little bit less. You know what MSRP is, right?
Yeah.
So that's what a manufacturer sets price.
Right.
A retailer can set the price of the hell they want. And if you are the only retailer selling something, you can set the price of whatever you want and not have to worry about competitors bringing the price down.
Wait, who's the retailer selling it?
Oh, I'm eating. So here's the thing.
Wait, who's the retailer selling the game?
Hold on for a second. I'm in the middle of a thought. This was the thing I was looking forward to the most. Dare I say, the honey walnut shrimp is the least impressive thing. Like, it's not bad, but the orange chicken was really good. Number one.
I have a hang now.
That's terrible. You just cut your finger off. Never happen again. And shrimp is weird. Like, do they actually use shrimp, or is this like some type of paste squeezed into a shrimp-shaped thing?
Dude, my driver is literally, like, this is like the longest delivery I've ever had in my life.
I'm saying I had that really long delivery earlier today. That's why I almost didn't want to do this, but this came really fast because we're up the street. So good.
So, are you gonna answer my question?
What was your question?
Who is the retailer that's selling this thing?
Shop Hippo.
Okay. I mean, are people aware that like the cost to actually build your own shooter cab is like, if you wanted to just play like that game and a couple others, is substantially double the price?
Here's the expenses. Number one, R&D. Number two, the conversion of the games, which is dumb expensive. Starts somewhere around, if you're getting cheap conversions, it's about $100,000.
But
if you're doing
Namco Bandai did it.
Yeah, but you don't think they did it for free, do you?
No, of course not.
So, you know, the point being, that's an expense. Then you have to ship the stuff over here. That's an expense. Then you have to ship the things to the retailer. That's an expense. Then you have to hope that you can get a profit out of this thing. That's kind of an expense. Then you have to get the retailer a profit. That's an expense. So it's an easy thing to say, oh, they're price gouging, when the reality is
I didn't say they're price gouging.
I said
I'm
not saying you said that.
You said that.
I'm not saying you said that.
I'm just messing with you, dude. Okay, continue on. Yes, it's easy to assume that they're price gouging.
But there's always another side to the story. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, like, so that's my thing though, is like, I don't understand like the complaints about the pricing on most things, because if you take like the cost to mod like the old school ones and everything, I mean, you would have been paying, more than $500-600.
My fortune cookie didn't have a fortune. What the hell?
Ooh, that's weird.
What does that mean?
There is no fate but what you make. There is no fate but what you make.
I'm kind of worried about that. Let me see if one of these other ones has.
It's the it's Destiny.
Okay, this one has.
Speaking to
Here,
you.
I'm gonna read this. Okay, so my other one didn't have one. That's crazy.
That is weird.
You have one job to do it.
Maybe it was the one you were gonna open up before you ate.
It was. Draw upon your special talents to charm those around you. All right.
Okay, that's good. That makes sense for you.
It's not really a fortune. It's more like, bro, use your special skills.
Yeah, to have good fortune. Aha.
Kind of cheating. Where's your stuff? I'm gonna be done here in a minute.
Yeah, great. I hope you enjoyed it.
Whoa, look at this. This thing got all jacked up. So this is one of those desserty type things. It all fell apart. Let's see if this is any good. Does not look good.
I don't know. Oh, it's the crunchy thing.
Well, no, that's not good. Wait, let me try this side. No, that's not good. Oh,
Ezekiel says you already charm him.
oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Ezekiel. Cornercade beat you in Blitz. Visel? Why? Why'd you let that happen? You got to get better at Blitz, man. Come on. Don't ever have it like that happen
Well,
again.
anyways, I just think that their marketing department sucks, and I could go into that whole thing, but I've talked about it so many times that it's old news.
This is not as good as it should be.
Oh, the crab rangoon.
Yeah, it's alright, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
as it
They're garbage. Those ones.
Yeah,
I mean, I got some anyways, but they're garbage from there. I mean, if you get it from like a real Chinese restaurant though, they're usually pretty good. What do you think? Do you pay attention to any of the UFO stuff, like the aliens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think it's all like engineered by the government.
For what purpose? This one doesn't have a. This motherfather doesn't have one either. That's 2 out of 3 that do not have. I would like my money back.
I've been saying for over. Let me see. How old am I now? Yeah, I've been saying for like 15 years. That's really weird. That I think that it's government technology that's being used and tested, and that even like stories of abductions and stuff like that, I think it's all government related. I mean, that's my opinion. But I think that a lot of it can be kind of substantiated. But anyways, and so you say for what purpose? And I would say this, like, so if you come in, look, think about it this way. Back in 50,000 BC, if some, let's go even further back. Let's say like 100,000 BC or something. Some like just total Neanderthals, and like an alien race shows up and they're like, magnetized and they can just move things around with like wands and stuff. They're going to be like, oh my God, it's magic. Look at this magic. Oh, we're scared. Like they can do all these things with their magical rods and stuff. Right. And so, humanity now is easily controlled if they're in a state of fear, especially. And so if the government has that kind of technology and they've, developed that stuff, then they could totally use it against us, right? Yeah, totally use it to scare the living crap out of people. And even, and this is a theory that I've heard as of late, but like fake an alien invasion to scare the living dog shit out of people and get them and subdue them into agreeing to something.
What would they agree to?
I mean, I don't know, giving up their certain freedoms and rights and who knows what else.
I mean, I love when this comes up because people have already given up a lot of their rights and stuff. I don't understand
why. No, I agree. I mean, like we've all given up so many rights just to use a cell phone.
Yeah, that's my point. And I'm not saying that what you're saying is what I'm about to talk about, but it always, it's comical to me that people are like, well, the government's trying to do this and that. Listen, if government really wanted to do all this stuff, they'd just do it. You're not going to stop them.
No,
So,
but the thing is, you have to think about humanity as a whole. One of the things you said earlier was that we are so interconnected. So if there comes to a point in humanity where everybody feels so violated, that they're going to do something about it. It's like people who've been abused their whole lives. They eventually come out and they do something about it. And to
what are you going to do?
answer,
Sign a
hold
petition?
on, to answer your question, wait. So that he asks, so you don't think there's such thing as aliens? And I do. I just don't think that they are like aliens, like everybody thinks, like little green people. I think that they're more like humans, and I think that they probably would not want to interfere with our civilization. Like, if I was an advanced being that could travel light years through space and bend space in front of myself to travel to another point in space time, I don't think I would be like, I'm going to invade this planet and destroy this race of people who's just an underdeveloped civilization.
You mean like we do?
What are you talking about with like
Like
ants and bees and stuff like that?
No, I mean, we do it to ourselves too. I guess
Yeah,
my
no,
point
no,
is,
we do it to
I know.
ourselves. But what I'm saying is that there's reasons why our civilization has developed the way it has, and why people are being like bred to believe and have these ideologies and to think and be a certain way, and why we live in like a very capitalist society, and all these other things. There's like a reason why, like it feeds, it has an intent, it feeds something.
Hmm.
Nothing is ever happening for no reason.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's just what I'm saying. I'm saying that civilization has not been, it's not gone down the path that it's on right now for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, but I think um, you can't apply human logic to something that's not human.
No, you can't, but you can apply a certain level of thinking that is outside of the box and not human, because my belief, part of my belief is at least that, like, I'm not my body, like I'm not this existence in a whole form, like we're much more than that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that everything you come up with that you think about is um, from human logic,
I
no
disagree.
matter how you come to it.
I
So my
disagree.
point is, there's nothing that you can think of that is
Mm-hmm.
not some way, because you're a human and because you are drawing on experiences and trying to think beyond your experiences, it's still human logic because you are human. What I'm saying is that you can't apply all that to a species that maybe has never experienced anything that we've experienced, and their logic level might be higher than ours, and maybe in that higher level the answer is to get rid of all the dirt in the world, in the universe, but we don't know that because we're not on that level,
Yeah,
which
but
would be obvious because there's no way we can't even travel in the way that we assume they travel.
hmm,
And if you watch, like, if you watch that one guy who was with Congress or whatever, and you listen to those military guys, and they're like, those things were doing things that we have no idea how it would be possible, which means it's beyond our understanding. That means that they are thinking on a level, if they exist in the way that these people are pretty convinced they
but
do.
see, saying that it's beyond our understanding is also a very presumptuous thing to say, because if people have been educated on something, or they've been told how something works or shown how something works, then they now have the ability to understand it.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay. I said saying that it's beyond our understanding is kind of a presumptuous thing to say, considering that people have not been properly educated, or, um, you know.
I mean, these guys are in the military and have like PhDs and all this other shit, and they have no fucking clue what they've seen. So I don't know. They're not like some Joe Blow off the street.
No, I understand, but I think that you also have to look at it from the side that things are not what they appear to be. Like,
yeah,
those kind of statements can be engineered just to.
They could be, but it seems it seems far fetched to think that they're engineered. Not to say that it's not possible. Absolutely a possibility. Excuse me. Absolutely a possibility. Just a very slight one. Because currently there's no benefit. Now, to your point, potentially what could be the case is, because one of the things they said is, if they attacked us, could we defend ourselves? They said no. That's a statement that doesn't incite anything other than distrust of our own government and knowing they can't protect us. Now, the flip would be if in a couple of months they go, now we have this thing, then I'm on board with what you're saying. But if that doesn't happen, then that's not what's happening.
Yeah, but like, how? I mean, like, you're really going off of like of whether or not you believe what they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, they were sworn testimony against the government, against government agencies who don't want them to say anything. Like, yeah, I'm taking at least some of what they have to say to heart, because I'm also seeing other points of evidence. Plus, my own thought that there's no way.
What I'm trying to explain is that at the bottom of it, at the base of all of it, is that it has been engineered to look that way. So, for example, he says we have crafts and bodies. Well, that can just be information that's out there to make people think like, oh my God, like this happened, you know, like there's aliens that crashed on our planet and we recovered bodies. Like, I mean, if that did happen, we don't even know anything about like whether or not they're actual biological bodies, whether they're mechanical, whether it's like a probe. Like, we don't know anything about it because we haven't been properly educated, and we can only assume based on what we know or hear secondhand, because, you know, unless it's like in a like documented in like a military government document, which is probably the more reliable source as far as I'm concerned, just because it's something that's palpable, and I've seen documents like that, so I know what they look like. And if the CIA has that kind of information and whatnot, then, you know, I think that that's a little bit more of a reliable source. But that kind of stuff is not being talked about. And what is, though, in a lot of government documents is stuff that is talking about like the quantum realm and like the capabilities that we have learned to use from that.
Yeah, I think both can be true.
Yeah.
A lot of the things you say a lot of things you've said in the stream can live parallel to what I say and both be true. I haven't heard anything you said so far that's like whatever I say isn't true, or whatever I say yours isn't true. Like, I haven't heard that yet. I've heard a lot of things that are like parallel. Those things can actually both be true.
Right. Yes. But my food is here. Hold on. I'm gonna get my food.
Oh, okay. How many full-size cabs? The closest thing I have is an at Games. I don't want a full-size cab. I'll tell you why. I worked at two of the largest arcades in Seattle back in the 90s. So I spent a lot of time around arcades. A lot. And I loved it. It was great. I know how much they break down. And that was back when they were new. I know how loud they are. I know how expensive they are. I know how big they are. And how much space they take. I know how much power they draw. And I know that they have one game each. For me, it's not a good enough draw. It's cool, but it's not something I want. Even Tekken. So, for example, everyone knows my Dreamcast Tekken Tag tournament. At this point, I wouldn't get it because I can't play it online. So, I don't want to just play against a computer. If I want to play against a computer, I could just emulate everything, and then why do I need a cab at all? Why do I need any kind of cab? Why would I do it at all? I like the idea of being able to play online at any moment. So,
Fightcade.
For some games, but not for all. Like, Tekken's not on there. Hopefully, I mean, it's supposed to be coming, but
to fight Cade?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3, not tagged. And if it does come, great. But not everything is on fight Cade. A lot of things are, but not everything.
Oh, hey, by the way, if you guys haven't watched I'm going to shill for myself. If you haven't watched my latest video, arcade versus console.
It was a good one.
It's about Tekken Tag. You should check it out.
I saw it. I left a comment.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it because I know you're a huge Tekken fan.
Joe Rogan used to follow me on Twitter. I don't know if he still does. He used to. Vice was talking about Joe Rogan. I met him at a UFC.
Dude, Joe Rogan is he's a character. But like I remember I really started to like or be interested in Joe Rogan when he started talking about DMT because I was like, oh, okay. And so anyways, yeah, I still listen to his podcast because like Alex Jones goes on there and he has some interesting people on there.
He sure does.
But like a lot of times well, there's just some times where it's like, you know, when he has like really extremist people on and then I'm just like annoyed because I'm listening to it and I'm like, these people have no sense of reason. And so then I
feel like
can't listen.
The weird thing about Joe is sometimes I feel like he genuinely wants to get the truth out there and wants to do all the right things, but sometimes he falls over on himself. But I also can't really tell because he's an entertainer. So it's hard to know. So what are you having first? Tell us all about it.
Well, I guess this is orange chicken, right?
My orange chicken was delicious. Probably the best thing of all the things I got. How's yours?
I mean, it's pretty good. You know, it's not bad for orange chicken.
Okay.
Not spicy. I don't think it's spicy. Wait, Vessel says the deal with Joe Rogan is he brings actual scientists or people. Yes, but the problem is that sometimes those people are biased. They're very
because he's not afraid to bring anyone on. He'll bring anyone, and that's in a way.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's not so much him as it is sometimes the people he brings on that I'm like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he doesn't fear to have anyone on, which is cool, but also can be problematic. It just depends. Depends on who the person is.
Yeah,
everyone, of course. You talking about Eddie Bravo, Bo? I actually talked to Eddie Bravo several times on my old MMA podcast. Yeah, Eddie Bravo is a genius in jiu-jitsu and a little bit wonky in like scientific facts. It's funny because him and Joe have been friends for years, and I saw a clip of Joe was getting frustrated at him. What was it, about flat Earth or something? What was he talking about? I forget what it was, but you could see Joe was getting like frustrated at Eddie.
Visibly frustrated.
Bro, no. Oh, so funny. So funny. It was about flat Earth. So funny. Eddie Bravo said, "Yeah, I think it's flat." Like Joe's like, "What do you mean?" Like it almost caught him off guard or something. It's so funny. There's a clip out there. You should watch it. It's funny.
I do not understand. And I've tried to like watch stuff on it so I can be like, okay, maybe there's something that they have that is reeling people into this theory, you know? And like I saw a video of this guy where he was like, I'm like chasing the sun on the horizon. I'm like, dude, do you know how the Earth works?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I just watched a documentary about this, and it's so funny when they're talking about, we're going to do these scientific experiments and prove that the Earth is flat. We did this first one, spent all this money, got this really high-end piece of equipment, but it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. It actually proved that it was round. So we're going to try.
Are you talking about the Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Oh my god, dude!
At the very end of the thing, the dude's like, "Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this light. We're going to stand really far away, and only if you." Oh my god, it's so funny. And at the end, he's like, "Huh." I like the way he said. He's like, "Huh." Like, bro, this is not the thing you should. This is not the hill you should die on.
Yeah. Okay, the teriyaki chicken is a little bit charred, but okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Mine doesn't taste like it's been sitting in the case all day. It actually tastes like it was like a fresher batch, I guess.
Okay. Does your do you think yours stays open later?
I mean, that I don't know, but
because that would make a difference.
Maybe.
I mean, you're in California, so. So maybe.
Oh, you got ghosted, dude? I'm so sorry. Can you read that? I have food in my mouth.
Whoa. Found $100 real arcade buck hunter today in Riverside. He ghosted me when I was en route with a rented trailer. Bruh. Trash people be trash.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Sorry.
I
think
mean, renting a trailer is one thing to be driving, but to rent a trailer and not be and just get ghosted is like, well, here's the thing. Maybe the guy died. Then you should feel bad.
Travis, shut up.
Eric, maybe you're a bad person. This person died. He was going to give you $100 buck, and here you are trying to expose this guy on the internet. Shame on you, Eric. Shame on you. Tried to get a $100 cap from a dead guy. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, orange chicken, teriyaki chicken are the best options on the menu.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've had the shrimp before, and I mean, it's all right, but I'm like not a huge fan of whatever it is, that flavor.
Or a donkey. Well, Jade has a Donkey Kong cabinet.
I actually have a Donkey Kong Jr. PCB in it right now.
Oh, really? Can you switch between the two?
I can't switch, but there's a way to do that. I haven't gotten around to it. Like,
okay, since we're talking about Donkey Kong, we got to talk about the controversy. I'm not sure if you're following this. Billy Mitchell. It's getting crazier and crazier. Love it. It's so much fun to watch.
What is going on with him?
Oh my God, you don't know?
I mean, he's always like, it's always controversial. Like he's kind of a douche.
Oh my God, you got to watch Carl Jobs. I'm gonna send you a list of videos to watch. Between him and the other guy, the guy who lied about getting the world record in dragster, those two guys, bruh.
Oh, my things look actually.
Yeah, yours look right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you might have gotten like you might have had like a poopy Panda Express like yours.
Obviously. That Panda Express is in an old Hollywood video thing that used to be there. Used to be a Hollywood Video. Remember that?
Hollywood Video? Yeah. That was like the Blockbuster Buster.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they all died.
Which is a shame. Did you watch the last Blockbuster?
Yeah, I did. It's still there. It's still. Is
it still there now?
Yeah.
Even? Mm-hmm. Still, even now.
Yeah, all the fan base is keeping it alive. People come through and visit. That's awesome.
Let me look right now. I wanted to shoot a video out of there once. Is it still open? As of July 2023. Yeah, this is one of three. Yeah, so this is still. That's awesome. I wouldn't mind going there as a road trip. My daughter couldn't say Panda Express when she was little. She called it Panda's Breath. Oh, that's sweet. How old's your daughter? Selling a working Frogger, Pac-Man. Nah, I feel like there's certain games, even though if they are classic, that are not something I'd want to spend a lot of time playing. I think Frogger's one of those. I think original Pac-Man is one of those. I think I'd rather play Miss Pac-Man than Pac-Man.
Goofy.
Oh yeah, right. No, that was when we did Taco Bell last time.
Oh yeah.
Taco Bell was.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I just want to say one more thing before we go into the Billy Mitchell thing. Because, wait, you're going to talk about Billy Mitchell, right?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Okay, because I want to hear about this.
All right.
But I want to say, like, one of the major problems, period, like with humanity, is that everybody wants to point the finger at someone and blame them for their problems or blame them for the way that they're behaving. Yes. Or it's all about blamership. And that is one of the biggest problems. Like, people need to accept responsibility for their own lives and like just accept the fact that they're living in a world where other people exist and don't always agree or see things the same way they do. And if people would just agree to disagree about certain things and, have a majority vote, it's hard to say that part of it because like we're so far into where we're at now. But I think the biggest thing is that people need to like take responsibility for their own lives. That would fix a lot of the problems that we have, and I don't know, maybe even make
I
AI
agree.
work.
100% agree. Jim Pacers fan. This is a great question.
What is it?
Would you do the 1UP gig again if you could do it all over again? I guess knowing what I know now, I think it's one of those questions. Knowing what you know now, would you go back and do it again? What a great question. No one has ever asked me that.
Can you really answer questions like that though? Knowing what you know now, yeah.
It's hard.
If
Right?
you time travel.
Knowing what I know now, knowing what I know now. So I would say this is an evolving answer in the moment. So I don't even know that I can answer now. In a couple of months, ask me that question again, and then I'll have a much better answer, for sure. I love people. I love people I disagree with sometimes.
Heyo.
I learn something from the. Yeah, I agree, Visel. So I'm all about like being around people who can have a rational conversation about something that even they don't agree with me on.
Yes.
I like that 'cause you learn.
Yes.
100% learn.
Mm-hmm.
But not everyone can do that. Separating
people get so fucking angry, man.
Yeah, because people put their self-worth in their arguments sometimes, and that's where you get problems.
But thank you for the nice comment, Crownless King.
Yeah, Crownless King was in another live stream I was in a little while ago. Objectivism. I've never heard that before. That's cool.
But yeah, so okay, what's going on with Billy Mitchell though? I'm like butthurt, yeah. They need to take butthurt and all.
There's so many. I'm gonna send you like a playlist you can watch later because it's so good. It's constantly evolving. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get everything here, but let's just start at the beginning, and I'm gonna miss a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
As you probably know, I think it was 2018. He was kicked out of the world records,
right?
For
because he cheated,
right? And he's been lying about it ever since, and has sued the Guinness Book of World Records and Twin Galaxies for saying that he cheated when he says he didn't cheat. So the interesting thing is that so much of it is verifiable that it's almost comical that he continues this narrative that, you know, he's done all these things. So there's a guy named Carl Jobst on YouTube, and he does documentaries on speedrunners, but he has done a lot on
thank you, Vessel.
And he has also been sued by Billy Mitchell. And the
wait, who got sued?
Carl Jobst is a YouTuber.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he mostly covers speed running.
Mm-hmm.
But he has covered over the last couple of years Billy Mitchell and Todd Rogers. Because he cheated. Well, Billy has sued him, and there's a lot going on, and he does these videos, and he just did the mic drop of all mic drops on Billy Mitchell like 3 weeks ago.
What was it?
Because Billy Mitchell claims that he set a Donkey Kong world record, and it's unverifiable, right? Plus, he also said, did you watch King of Kong?
Yeah, a while back.
So remember that tape that he sent at the very end? Near the very end, it was a videotape of him.
Yeah, like the yeah.
Like that tape is also under dispute, saying that it was done on MAME.
Oh, but they said that at the end of the documentary. I thought that it was being disputed that it was MAME.
Back then they didn't know.
Well, then I must have watched something else because I saw something about that.
You probably did. So, you just gotta watch it. It's so funny. Carl Jobst, J-O-B. Here, I'll put a link in the chat. You're gonna have to go back a couple years, but Jobst is yeah. Where's Jago? He's an absolute legend. Why go there? Go back as far as you can see videos on. I mean, you're gonna have to scroll because you can see Billy Mitchell videos for the last couple of years. If you keep scrolling.
Oh, the water ratings. He's that guy. Okay, yeah. Interesting.
So funny. But the one that shows the biggest fail ever, that is the biggest freaking mic drop video I've ever seen. It is such a mic drop. The red stick pick. Yes, it all. Yeah. Goofy foot nose. That video was the biggest mic drop in the history of mic drops that I've ever seen. So definitely, if you're interested in video game shenanigans.
Wait, hold on. I'm going over there right now.
It's good shit.
Oh, look, it's us. I can't believe I'm not hearing my echo. That's so weird.
I forgot about that, bro. He also exposed the water readings.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay, hold on. What is it that I'm looking for?
You always had a soft spot for Billy. I think you need to watch these Crownless Kings. I think you really need to watch these last couple videos. I think you'll change your mind. Like, I was like, oh, it's just a guy from the video I saw.
Is this the 7 days ago one?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was posted 7 days ago.
3 weeks ago.
I see 7 days ago, Carl.
Not that. 3 weeks. One before it.
Okay.
Biggest fail ever.
Let's see. Biggest fail ever. Faking evidence 4 weeks. Billy Mitchell and the red joystick of destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did know about like the red joystick thing. That was another thing that was brought up. So I don't know if I've like seen. Maybe it was Carl Drops like that. I saw his videos. But hold on, let me switch views real quick. I'm so hot. It is so freaking hot in my house.
That's also up for debate. The perfect Batman and also the
Oops.
Hold on. Also that he was never Gamer of the Decade or whatever it was. Game of Century. He never was given that award that he said he was given. Like, I mean, Carl Drops is dropping the bomb on him left, right, and center. No, so he doesn't suck at gaming. That's the thing. He's good at certain games. He's good at, I mean, listen, he's better than any of us probably at Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. So for sure he is. But like, I was watching his run for a perfect game, and I think it was Pac-Man. There's a stream where he was gonna, get like a perfect game, and he died on like the 4th board. I'm like, what? Huh? Like, if you're that good, how you die on the 4th board? It's all pattern. Crazy.
So wait. So here we go.
Can't hear it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Playing on a modified machine. For those out of the loop, Billy Mitchell claims to have achieved the Donkey Kong World Record at a mortgage brokers convention in 2007 and contends that he achieved the world record.
Wait, you don't hear anything?
Nope.
Chat, do you guys hear that? Hold on, because I'm seeing it's coming through my desktop audio, so it might just be because we're Skyping. Chat hears it.
Yeah, so I won't hear it, but that's fine. I've watched it.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to turn on captions, though, so you can at least see.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, there we go.
Record on original hardware, and he is suing Twin Galaxies, the most well-known record-keeping organization, because they claim that Billy didn't play on original hardware and removed his world records. The photos were huge news because it showed so concretely that Billy wasn't truthful. It was just so easy to understand. You didn't need to know any technical details. You just needed to know that an original joystick is black and not red, and playing on modified hardware was against the rules. Well, here's a secret. Twin Galaxies had these photos since 2020, 3 years before that video was made. And yes, even I knew about these photos as well. But the photos were kept secret, ensuring that Billy never knew the photos existed. Twin Galaxies was waiting silently, waiting patiently, until the time was right to unleash the photos onto the world. And that time was during Billy Mitchell's deposition. It was critical that up until his deposition, Billy did not know that Twin Galaxies knew that the joystick was red. This would ensure that Billy would fall into any traps that Twin Galaxies might lay, and to lay traps they did. You see, the lawyer for Twin Galaxies is very smart, and Billy is, well, Billy. Need I say more? And let's just say that Billy was outmatched and outwitted. Billy had no idea what was coming, and Billy fell face first into one of the biggest self-dug holes I've ever seen. You are about to receive a masterclass in how to question a pathological liar, and you are...
Okay, wouldn't it have just been easier to admit that he was cheating?
Of Of course it would have been, but he's I don't he
Okay. All right, here we go.
You're about to witness one of the greatest moments in deposition history. You are going to love this, and I cannot wait to show you. Now, legends, in this video, I've partnered with Geology, who offer award-winning
Okay, he
skincare
has
and
a
body
ad spot
products.
to get past this.
Honestly,
Yeah.
there is absolutely dig his hole without realizing what's happening. To begin, they ask general questions about what an original Donkey Kong arcade looks like. Notice how they don't go straight for the stick, instead making it seem like it's just a natural follow-on question, therefore not starting
For some reason,
with
I'm
Billy.
frozen on your screen.
What color is the cabinet?
Sometimes blue,
Standby.
usually blue, sometimes red.
And that's how you can tell it's an original Donkey Kong cabinet?
They're both original.
Okay, with the blue or red.
That is correct.
What color, how many buttons does it have?
1, 2, 3, and a joystick.
What color are the buttons?
You can make the buttons any color you want.
What about an original Donkey Kong? What color would it be?
Blue and red.
Red. What about the joystick?
Black top.
I'm sorry?
Black top.
What does that mean?
Joystick, black top.
Is it always a black top?
Never seen anyone but black. Well, no, I have seen other ones. I've never played on one other than a black top.
What other color tops do they have?
White.
Okay, so he's lying because he just said he's never.
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
What other color aside from white?
I don't really think I've seen a color other than those. Not,
So white or black?
yeah. Again, almost always black.
Billy has already taken the bait, confirming that an original joystick is almost always black and that he himself has never played on anything but a black joystick. Notice how the lawyer only asked what the color of the joystick could be, and didn't actually ask Billy if Billy had played on a joystick that wasn't black. This means that Billy was answering a question the lawyer didn't ask, which is a huge mistake. Any lawyer will tell you if you are in this position, it's critical to only answer the questions you're asked, and to avoid making statements that aren't necessary. But Billy loves to talk and just can't help himself. The first question about the color of the joystick was 50 minutes into the deposition, and the next time it would be brought up again would be a full 1 hour and 20 minutes later. It's important when placing traps to space out questions so that the witness forgets what they've previously said and what questions they've previously answered. This also prevents the witness from knowing what the plan of the lawyer is. Now the lawyer for Twin Galaxies asks what the specific cabinet looked like in the mortgage broker's world record. Again, not going directly for the stick, but asking general questions beforehand and leading into it.
Was it a blue cabinet or a red cabinet?
It was, gee, good question. Yeah. I think it was blue, but it's a good question.
What about the color of the buttons? What color are they?
I don't remember anything being different than the usual blue, blue, red.
And then we talked a little bit about
Or, I'm sorry, I don't know the color.
What? He just said blue, blue, red.
Yeah, just keep listening. Just watch. Just watch.
Okay.
what about the color of the joystick?
If it wasn't black, I wouldn't have played it.
Why is that?
Because the other joysticks are not real joysticks. They're not Donkey Kong joysticks.
They're not four-way joysticks?
They're not authentic joysticks.
They'd be something else?
Yeah, there'd be something either not from Nintendo or something I'm not familiar with playing.
Billy falls into the trap again, stating that he would never play with a joystick that wasn't black, and reiterating that a joystick that isn't black wouldn't be authentic. When you have a witness that is so easily being set up like this, you don't want to expose them too early.
Yeah, this is funny because it's true though. Sad.
You're still
You
frozen.
want to milk them as much as possible. If you have someone like Billy who is so willing to lie about something that you can prove is not true, you want to allow him to lie many times to increase the damage. What's really fascinating is that Billy Mitchell defenders, and God knows how they still exist, will try to argue that the red joystick is original hardware, or that it's simply not an issue.
The stick is OEM red and black. Your video did not go into detail about how that's...
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. it's OEM red and black. What that first of all, that stick is like it. The whole stick is red. It doesn't even look anything like the OEM sticks that Nintendo use. Like how did so then? How old is this kid? I mean, clearly these people don't
He
even
watched.
like
He
what.
watched.
Just people need to get throat
Stick
punched.
was not an official stick.
Grasping at straws is what they're doing. Grasping at straws is what they're doing. Now they got a red joystick. Ooh, we got him now, boy. Ooh, we got a red joystick, and we got him now. Oh, we got him right where we want him. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Wow, man.
Okay, wait, isn't this the same dude? Like, didn't he like throw like a tantrum on a video that he did and like rip off his shirt or something?
I have no idea, but I did watch what happened after this video came out and how everyone came for him on his YouTube channel. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, okay. So maybe that was something.
Unfortunately, they are either lying or misinformed. The joystick being red is absolutely a problem and was against the rules. And not only was it against the rules, but it's modified hardware and therefore destroys Billy's lawsuit against Twin Galaxies, which hinges on his argument that he played on unmodified original hardware. And that's why Billy has no choice but to lie and say the joystick was black. Twin Galaxies continues to allow Billy to keep digging.
If the buttons were incorrect, would that make it? Would that make the arcade machine non-authentic?
Objection.
If you know.
Vague as to incorrect and causes speculation. You're talking about the color or the?
Yeah, the color.
The color?
Yeah.
No, the color is
Like if there are
irrelevant.
purple buttons, would that make it a non-authentic machine?
No. If it wasn't what we call a plunger button or a Nintendo button, plunger button's a better word,
Right.
then that would be incorrect, I guess.
And then if it wasn't either a black or white joystick, would that make it a non-authentic
No.
machine?
It's a four-way joystick.
Mm-hmm.
The ball on top is almost always black.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely have I seen anything else. If it wasn't black, then I wouldn't have played it,
And why wouldn't you play it?
because it would be a different feel. When I say that when I express it confidently, it's just that I know I would have ran away from it if it was something different.
It's incredible how easily Billy is manipulated into lying. Billy is overcompensating here, elaborating on questions the lawyer isn't asking, and the hole that he is digging just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Now that Billy has already established the joystick should be black and that he would never play on it if it wasn't black, we now want to focus our attention to the color red. We know the joystick was red, so we want to ask Billy directly what he would do if he encountered a red joystick. However, the lawyer again doesn't go straight to the color red, instead asking about other colors first.
If I showed you a photo of the machine with a purple joystick, would that be the machine that you played on?
No.
Definitely not. What about a green joystick? Would that be the machine you played on?
I remember it being black.
What if it was a red joystick? Would that be the machine you played on?
I remember it being black.
But what if it was a red joystick?
Objection.
I don't-
Explanation calls for speculation. You're asking him if the joystick he says is black was red.
Yeah.
What then?
Yeah,
That
what's
doesn't
that?
make any sense. Are you asking whether he would have played the machine?
Yeah, would you
if
have
it
played
had
the
it?
machine then? If it was a red joystick?
No. I would have made him change it to black.
Did that happen?
It was black.
This is amazing. After this lawsuit ends, Billy absolutely needs to become
Then he scratches his face. Does the classic liar face scratch.
a shovel salesman because the rate at which he is digging this hole is impressive. What's incredible is that Billy's lawyer is objecting to the questions about the joystick being red simply because Billy said the joystick was black. This might be considered badgering the witness because the lawyer is asking questions that conflict with what the witness has already testified to being the truth. But knowing the truth, it's completely reasonable for Twin Galaxies to repeatedly ask about the red joystick. The lawyer claims the question makes no sense, and if Billy were telling the truth, the question wouldn't make sense. It only makes sense because Billy is lying.
What if it was a red joystick? Would that be the machine you played on?
I remember it being black.
But what if it was a red joystick?
Objection. Axe Foundation calls for speculation. It's you're asking him if the joystick he says is black was red.
Yeah.
What then?
Yeah.
That
What
doesn't
then?
make any sense. Are you asking whether he would have played the machine?
Yeah. Would you
if
have
it
played
had
the
him?
machine then? If it was a red joystick?
No.
By this point, Billy has dug a
Boom.
hole straight through to China and is now just oscillating back and forth between the two opposite sides of the Earth. It's finally time to unleash the photos. But again, this must be done strategically and in a way that doesn't startle the cornered animal. So first, we show a picture of the cabinet with the stick hidden behind a human barrier so that
I'm sorry, in a way that doesn't startle the cornered animal. I had to take that in for a second. Like, that's this dude is just like on it. Okay.
Billy can't see it. We want to get Billy to confirm the cabinet is the one he played on without letting him know the color of the joystick.
I'm going to now show you Exhibit G, a picture of Mr. Mitchell with Todd Rogers at the Florida Association of Mortgage Brokers show. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Is that you?
That's me.
Is that Todd Rogers?
That's Todd.
Who's the other gentleman there?
Don't know.
Is that the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet that you played on?
It looks like it's it.
You can hear in like the lawyer's voice that he's revving up. He's like so excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get this bitch." Oh.
Success. Billy has confirmed that particular cabinet is the one he played on. There is no escaping now. Billy's demise is inevitable. This was critical because another point that Billy Mitchell defenders tried to use is that the cabinet in the photos was not the one that Billy actually played on.
It's just astounding to me. Like, I don't understand how you gonna sit there in a video and claim that one specific part on the machine that, mind you, Billy didn't play. Billy did not play the machine that is in the photo. So you can't sit there and say that he played it, even if it's not the same machine. So the whole case, the whole thing that Carl's been sitting on and hinging is a photo of a cabinet that Billy didn't even fucking play on.
However, again, this is uninformed and misguided because Billy had already testified that it was indeed the cabinet he used. Now it's time to put Billy out of his misery. The lawyer finally shows Billy the full cabinet in all of its red glory.
I'm now going to show you Exhibit H, another picture of Mr. Mitchell at the Florida Association of Mortgage Brokers. Do you see that there?
Yep.
Is that still the same cabinet that you played on?
That doesn't look like the joystick, though.
Was the joystick changed?
Not by me. Maybe in the photo.
So are you contending that photo was altered?
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm saying I don't remember the joystick being red. That's all.
Isn't it true, Mr. Mitchell, that you played that machine on an 8-way joystick?
No.
Billy reacts in a flurry of random off-the-cuff remarks, insinuating that this wasn't the joystick and that someone else had changed it. It's honestly ridiculous. But what is he supposed to do? Billy had utterly and completely trapped himself by his own lies about the stick being black to such an extent that there was nothing he could do to salvage the situation.
You can tell just by looking at him. I mean, you can tell by how uncomfortable he is with the line of questioning and like all the little tells that he has. Like, dude, it's crazy. I mean, it's
So what I recommend is watching a bunch of these videos. This is like the big, like I said, biggest mic drop moment. But then when you watch some of his other stuff about how Billy lied about other things, it's, again, I think Billy's one of those guys who's he's a narcissist, obviously.
Right.
He's very much.
But I mean, like and I did see. So I read an article about this, and I remember like that's where I saw this whole red joystick thing after his deposition came out. And I think it was like it might have been like Kat Despera who posted something about it, but it's just crazy to like watch people that are like that go through something like this, and I mean it's just you can tell how uncomfortable he is.
It's really very interesting. Can you bring me back up so my footage is moving?
Yeah. Sorry.
But basically, so anyway, I really recommend for people who haven't watched this video, watch the rest of it later. Watch some of the other videos. It's just sad because he could have just. I mean, he's still famous. Like he had done enough things to be famous. He didn't have to lie for a lot of it, and it's because his personality alone would have gotten him, kind of where he was. It's just very strange. He's a strange dude.
Hey, you know what's funny about this? Billy believes his own lies. I know quite a few people like that in the gaming space.
I mean, that's a human trait.
Yeah, but Cornercade, what's up? What did we get from Panda? Well, we each got something different, but thanks for joining us. Okay, so Travis, I've got my fortune cookie.
Oh, well, fortune. I have 3 fortune cookies. Only one of them had a fortune in it.
I only got. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I only got one. No, wait. Yeah, I only got one. All right, let's see. My fortune is.
Read it.
If I can read it. Your hopeful nature will be handsomely rewarded. Oh.
I think you got someone else's fortune.
How dare you? Now I have to eat it.
All right. Let's do like one more thing, and then I'm gonna go lay down. I'm a tired boy. You want to take questions from the chat? Anyway. Oh, you know time.
Wait, what?
We can do like next time. We can do like a hot ones.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
We do truth or dab. I just saw that today. So you have to tell the truth, or you take one of like a bite of like super hot stuff. But that's next time.
Okay, we're answering all questions except for Cornercades because we know he's going to ask 8,000 questions about Arcade 1-Up.
So we got 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes for AMAs, and that's enough. We've been here for almost 2 hours. That's crazy. It went so fast.
It did go so fast. That's what always, you know what? Every time somebody comes on a stream with me, it's like the time just flies by. I feel like we always have like really good topics.
Yeah, of course we do.
Conversation topics.
I hate hot food, so this would be painful for me, but I would do it. So I answered questions out. What do you think? Is UAG in Vegas right now?
Is he? I don't know.
Huh, I had no idea.
Wait, is there something going on in Vegas? I'm asking the chat questions. Is there something going on in Vegas? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Wait, what? Where's that other? Why is this not scrolling up?
We're going to use a different software next time.
Fortune cookies were not always positive in the 80s.
Oh, they weren't?
Alt timeline, yeah. Gamescom. Oh, okay. I don't know. Let me see this.
There's a Vegas Gamescom? I thought Gamescom was in Germany.
I don't know.
How many arcades do you have?
I have, let me see. So we're talking about coin ops, right?
PAX is Seattle arcade.
If we're talking about
everything, just count everything. Everything that's like an arcade. Count them.
Okay, well, coin ops, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 coin ops, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PCBs. And then, okay, so 6 coin ops and 5 PCBs, and then I have my 2 multicades, so that's 7, 8. And then I have Tron, Star Wars, Dragon's Lair, and Miss Pac-Man Cocktail. So that's 4 more. So that's 12. What is that, 12? Oh, and technically, I guess I have this. So I guess that's 13. Lucky 13.
Sounds like you got more than that. You're like 5 and 6 and 3 and 4, and you're like 13. Like,
no, I have
I
have 6 coin ops. 7. I have 4 1-ups, and then I have
10.
2 multicades, and then I have this right here.
Oh, your math was weird. You kept adding numbers. Okay, all right.
Well, what do you expect? I'm ADHD. I mean.
All right, next question.
I worked at Best Buy too, guys. I'm part of the Best Buy club. Back in 2001 to 2002, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Oh.
They have a really good discount. Well, they used to have a really good discount.
Well, everything is so like big electronics. The profit margin was so low that Best Buy and when Circuit City was and stuff was around, all their profit was made on like cables and stuff because the profit margin was super high.
Yeah.
Profit on everything else is almost nothing. Consoles is almost nothing. TVs is almost nothing. VCRs was nothing. DVD players was not like it's all everything else.
Wait, is this for me? The Marines. If
It's
it
certainly for me.
right, yeah. Come on, we know you're a Spec Ops,
The
Travis.
closest I came to the military was Call of Duty once for like 5 minutes. Tell us about Staples. I want to hear about that. What makes them weird?
Yeah.
That's an interesting comment. I've never heard anyone say
A
they work at
weird,
Staples. and
weird
What does that
retailer.
mean? What does that mean? Please tell more. Like I'm intrigued.
Hmm. Oh my God. I've never been. I don't know what is going on, but I'm like having hot flashes or something. It's
Oh geez.
ridiculous.
Well, you said it's hot in your house.
Yeah, but like nobody else is dying like I am right now.
It needs to be like 72 in my house at all times, or I have issues at all times.
Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da. What was going on? Hey, were you guys in like anybody in the chat? Did you just come from like a previous stream? I was like wondering what streams are going on tonight because I was talking to Travis about it earlier. I was like, what streams are going on tonight? I don't even know. I don't stay in the know as much as I used to.
I'm way too young for hot flashes.
Too young for off.
You know, Veisel's actually a little bit older than I thought he was. I don't think I knew. Listen, I don't know how old anyone is, to be perfectly honest. But I think he implied how old he was on a stream recently, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I guess a lot of people in our community that really are into arcades and stuff would be older.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
it totally makes sense.
For
I
sure.
just I see myself as much younger than I am, so I think that's the thing that crazy. Cleveland Gaming Convention, that would be cool. I probably would have if it was. So I'm going to PAX next week. If it wasn't so close to that, I would probably consider it. Plus, I think I'm going to Dallas in October. So if it wasn't so crunched together, so maybe next year.
Maybe.
Would you go?
No. Cornercade. No, Danny. Thank you. No, thank you, Danny. Wait, did you ask me something?
Look, Crownless King, I'm 35, and I'm the only community I feel young in. That's actually kind of true.
Dude, but it's crazy like when I see younger people talking about arcades or retro gaming, and there's certain times or certain things that they'll say where I'm like, they don't know what they're talking about because they didn't experience it, and so they don't know something. Like it could be like a marketing aspect or some sort of like pop culture reference or something. And it's funny because they just don't know. Like you could even tell them about it, but they just don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but like they just can't talk about it like they know, I guess. I don't know.
You had to experience it. You had to be there.
Yeah. I'm not saying they can't talk about it. I'm not trying to like gatekeep. I'm just saying like they aren't able to talk about it like they know, and you can see it.
Because so there are like some retro arcades here and there and around, but it is not the same as when arcades were out. Like,
no.
There's still a room, video games, but the people who go to them, it's completely different now. It's not like the arcades I used to go to. There was a lot of competitive players there, and you'd meet friends, and you'd be there like on weekends. You knew exactly who was going to be there. Like, it was different. So while sure there are some arcades around, thankfully I'm happy for that. It'll never be like it was. It can't be.
Worse, Jago. I don't want to be mean, but I mean, everybody has just different levels of experience, I guess. Let's see. You talk about A1 up
3
enough
minutes.
for all of us. Oh. It's totally different.
3 minutes left.
Well, what's weird too is like seeing when you do go to arcades and you see older machines with like card readers on them. It hurts it pains me.
Yeah, but at this point, like, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I get it. Like, I get it. But at this point, like, if it's the thing that keeps it around, so be it.
Yeah,
And,
no, I get it. It's like the current. It's just current monetary technology applied to older machines, which is like, yeah. But I'm just saying, from my point of view, like, it hurts.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, like, the efficiency of coin mechs, really, to be honest, was, I mean, it could be buggy at times. Like, it was so easy, and little kids could stick crap in there and just block the coin.
I was just gonna say
so,
that.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, as somebody who collects them, when I see it, I'm like, oh.
Ever stand in line at MK with 10 quarters on glass? That's the thing. That's something that'll never be replicated. Waiting for your time, watching, trying to figure out. Well, I mean, the closest thing is actually exists is on KI right now, on Arcade 1 KI, where you can put your coins up. You can watch people play. Like, that is a recreation of as close as you can come to going to an arcade and watching and getting your turn in and try. Like, love that. Any interest in pinball? I personally don't. What about you?
Me? Pinball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to get a pin, but I don't just want to, like, buy one, like, just because there's, like, a pin craze or something. Like, I've been, for a long time, keeping my eyes open for a good pin, and I just haven't found one yet that, when the time comes, I will know. But I'm only getting one pin, so...
Is it 720, Eric? It's so true. It's embarrassing if you sucked, but like, it's worse if you thought you were good, played, got murked, and then had to go back at the end of the line, or sometimes just left the arcade. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work this guy.
Well, the thing was, like, when we were kids, and you'd go play like Street Fighter, it was almost always competitive players on the Street Fighter cabs, unless you were there like at a certain time of day or something. I mean, I'm dead serious, and like, I would just get killed all the time, like, just lose quarters, because I would just want to play the game. And so, that competitive player that was just like beating everybody, I was just like, oh, well, I don't care, I'll just get in line. You put your quarter on the glass. Of course, I'm like little at that time too, but well, I mean,
for me during those times I worked at arcades, so I actually was kind of the bully of the arcade at some time, for some of the games anyway.
Wait, how old are you?
Older than you might think. 1 minute left.
I thought it was women who don't tell their age. I thought men were supposed to be like, I am a god of Olympus.
No, men are allowed to get that. But they don't tell their age. Women are just worried about everything.
Okay, that was a sweeping generalization.
I mean, it's fairly accurate, though.
Okay, well then,
when Holly Berry thinks she's too fat and stuff, the world is wrong. Like, it's crazy.
That's just Hollywood. That's just Hollywood is crazy. Like, what's that new movie that just came out that the media is like trying to silence?
I don't know.
It's the one about child trafficking.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Sound of Freedom, yeah.
Yeah,
I was just, what the thing is, like, that I was just like blown away by was that, like, the media was visibly trying to be like discredit it, like, in so many different places.
I haven't, to be honest, like, I don't watch a lot of the news or anything, but the little bit that I did look up didn't seem to have so much to do with the movie, and had more to do with the actor, because he was into some weird shit. I saw the trailer and I'm like, I don't understand why this movie would be controversial. And then I read about one of the actors. I'm like, now I understand. But you got to separate those things. Like, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
But look, even if you do separate those things, like, just take this into consideration. Like, why all of a sudden is this information about the actor coming out right now? Why is this all of a sudden pertinent information?
I think it's like anything else.
But how do you know? How do you know it's credible? I mean, let's not even get into like deep fakes and AI,
so you
news
think
articles and all this other stuff
was fake? Did he ever deny any of it? I guess is the question.
Well,
did he deny any of that stuff?
Look. As I mean, just as a nobody YouTuber, I've learned the hard way, like that there's no point in pursuing like that kind of stuff and trying to deny it or be like, yeah. I mean, like, so for somebody who's like famous, you know, millions of people watch them, like I would not want to interact with stuff like that. I would just be like, because the more you talk, the more messy it gets, because the more people will misconstrue what you're saying, you know, like there's all these other things. So I mean, people can lie so easily and say and just tell one teeny tiny part of a story, and people just believe that information. Like they take it for gospel, and I'm just, that's another thing I'm just blown away by.
I agree. What do you call Apple Vision Pro goggles? It's funny you say that because people on my channel actually wanted to hear. I haven't done a video on it because I think it's too late to say something about it right now. But I think it's first of all, Apple does things way later than the other technologies. But typically, by the time they do something, it's really done well. This is a first generation product that's a test, so it's not something that I think most people should even consider buying. It's really just meant for, it's like dipping your toe into the waters, seeing where they can go with it. There's a lot of flaws with it, a lot of flaws. But it was going to be pretty badass. And for the elite few that will have one, will live vicariously through them. This is them trying to figure out what would a mass market version of this look like. But they're way far away from it. So it's the first time. Think about iPhone, the very first iPhone. That's what this is. It's the equivalent of like the very first iPhone. It's way different than what an iPhone does now. Like it was the first one. So I think that's kind of where we are in it. All right. So
Indeed. Indeed.
Fun times. It's good as always. We'll do another one at some point in the future for sure.
Okay. Yeah. This is like, what do we even call this? What is this, like our everything podcast? We just, I feel like we should have like a name for it.
You can't even phone. You're funny. I don't know. I don't know. Do we have to call it something?
No, we don't have to label it. I'm good without labels too, you know. I know you're sketchy on commitment, so.
What? You are crazy. All right. But I appreciate everyone. I really appreciate how people really have been super cool lately. So definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate everyone coming in and hanging out. It's always fun. Always fun to like have these kind of random just
eat and chat, because everyone has a chat. This is the eat and chat.
Everything podcasts. I'm just gonna call it that, so I have a way to identify it, since I do gaming stuff podcasts sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm a content creator. Okay. Hey guys, thanks again for showing up, and just remember, you know, if you're ever feeling lonely, come check out my channel, watch my gaming stuff, because I'm your local this thing. I don't want YouTube to take my video down, so okay. No, but for real, much love to y'all. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And Travis, of course, thanks for coming on, but we're going to talk offline. So anyways, y'all take care. Yeah, this was a AAA title for sure. All right, peace out.